Pony Productions here, and welcome to another video. Now, just sort of a warning, if I sound funny in this video, it is because I have just recently been to the dentist. I was at the dentist this morning, and I had a filling done, and the anaesthetic is just wearing off at the moment. So my mouth is still a wee bit numb, I'm still a wee bit uncomfortable, and I sound a wee bit funny when I speak because of it. So that explains that. Now, I have been a little inactive on YouTube. Well, I've been kind of on and off posting videos since I started doing YouTube, which is why there's not much content on my channel, because I have been... Well, when I started my YouTube, I was still a university student. I've been super busy with that for the past couple of years. But now I can say that I am no longer busy with that because I have graduated. I graduated from university just under 2 weeks ago. It was great. I had a lot of my family there, my grandparents were there, my sister was there, my parents were there, and my boyfriend was there, and they all stayed at my house afterwards, and it was lovely. It's lovely seeing them all because I haven't really seen them that much this year due to me being busy with my university work, mainly my dissertation. Well, for those of you who don't know what dissertation is, it's basically the final piece of work you turn in at the end of a university course. Mine was 10,000 words long, and I wrote it on Arthur Miller because that was something I had an interest in, and I enjoyed writing it. And I am really, really happy that I graduated and that I finally got university out of the way, because that now means I can look for full-time work. I am still just working part-time at the moment. Now, when my boyfriend was here, he bought me a few different small gifts as sort of graduation presents, congratulatory graduation presents, just to say very well done, because he and my family were all proud of me for graduating from university. So I'm going to show you the stuff that my boyfriend bought me as graduation presents. Now, the first thing my boyfriend bought me was this plush of Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. I had been after this plush ever since it was announced earlier this year. I absolutely love it. My boyfriend had quite a hard time getting this because he'd been to, I think, 2 or 3 different Disney stores, and none of the ones he went into had this. And then he went into one in London. There's one in London on Oxford Street, which is the biggest one in the UK. He went in there and they had Gaston, and I was so happy when my boyfriend said to me that he'd found him. So my boyfriend always goes into the big Disney store in London before he comes up to Scotland to see me. And he'd gone in there to get a few things for himself, but he found Gaston for me because I'd been after him. So yeah, this was the first part of my graduation present that my boyfriend had bought before he saw me, before he met up with me. And he's quite tall. I'll just move the... You're probably seeing one of the other things that I got in the background. That's kind of a spoiler now. Well done, me. But yeah, he's really tall. He's got little leathery boots and his black trousers and his vest. He's got his gloves. I've still got the tag on him. I'll just move him around so you can see the tag. He's part of the anniversary collection. It's 25th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast this year. So Disney Store released a few different plushes as part of an anniversary collection, and one of them was Gaston. So I'm going to assume that after this year he might be quite hard to find. And there's got his belt. I love his facial expression. His hair is tied in a ponytail at the back. And yeah, he's actually one of my favourite Disney plushes that I own at the moment. I really love how he looks. Now, the next thing he bought me was a Minnie Mouse plush. He has a Mickey Mouse and he wanted to get me a matching Minnie Mouse. So this was the second thing that he got me. She is wearing a red polka dotted outfit and her little gloves. And she has frilly bloomers on underneath her dress. And she had little yellow shoes with red bows on them. She's still got her tag on her. And she does have a tail at the back. And she has the Disney Store stamp on the bottom of her foot. Gaston doesn't have the stamp on him at all, but Minnie Mouse has one on her foot. I think she's really sweet looking. I had a Minnie Mouse when I was much younger, when I was still a toddler. But I absolutely love this one, because this one, since my boyfriend bought it for me, it's quite special to me. And in my honest opinion, you're never really too old for Disney. I still love a lot of the older Disney cartoons. One of my favourite Disney films is probably Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, actually, which was the first Disney film. And that one's lovely. Haven't watched it in a while, but I should probably watch it again soon. Now, this is the third thing he got me. It is a Funko Pop figure of Alex from A Clockwork Orange. I really like A Clockwork Orange as a film. I remember when I first watched it, I wasn't sure what I was going to make of it because I'd heard all sorts of stories about it. And when I watched it, I actually really enjoyed it. It's one of my boyfriend's favourite films as well. And we found Alex in Forbidden Planet, which is a comic book and collectibles shop. We'd actually gone in there to look for other pop figures, and I very nearly got one of the Sailor Moon ones, but I decided against that when I saw this one, because I wanted a pop figure of Alex for quite a while. I love his design. I love how movie accurate the pop figure is. I'll just zoom in on him a little bit more so you can see him up close. You can probably see me in the box, and I'm sorry about that. He's still got the price sticker on the box. I very rarely tend to take price tags and stuff off things. He's even got his eyeball cufflinks on his outfit. He's got his cane. He's even got his eyelashes. And his bowler hat. I love the little illustration at the side. And for some reason that one is only to be sold to people age 17 and up. I think it's because of, the film that this character comes from. From what I remember, it's either a 15 or an 18 certificate here in the UK. I know, or at least I think it was banned in the UK at one point. But it's no longer banned in the UK, and from what I remember, I think it is a 15 or an 18. I mean, I'm over 18, I'm in my early 20s. But I saw that film for the first time about 3 years ago, I think it was. 3 or 4 years ago. And yeah, it's one of my favourite films, I love it. I think this figure is brilliant. I'll actually turn the box around so you can see the side as well. There he is from the side. Looking brilliant. Zoom back out so you can see the side of the box. And you can probably see the other item. The side. Not that it matters anymore because it's been popping up throughout the video. So the final item that my boyfriend got me was this Rarity plush. Which you have probably already seen because it's been popping up in the background in this video. And I haven't meant for it to, but it has. Because I'm not the best at holding my phone to film. I really need to get a tripod actually. Anyway, Rarity I found in Poundland. She was on a promotional thing. They had them for £6. I know in Poundland everything's supposed to cost £1. But sometimes they'll have a shelf of promotional items that cost between £5 and £10 usually. And she was £6, I remember. Because I had seen these in my local Poundland where I live. I was in another Poundland. This was bought for me in a different Poundland. It's the one that I usually go in. And I'd spotted these and my boyfriend spotted these and he decided to get one for me. Because he said to me, he was very proud of me for graduating and he wanted to spoil me because I'd done really well. I mean, when I first started at university, I wasn't sure how long I was going to last there or if I was going to complete my entire course, and I did. My course lasted 4 years and I stayed there for all 4 of them. Anyway, yeah, this is a very interesting Rarity because she has fuzzy hair. She has a cutie mark on one side. This is her face from the front. She does still have her tags on her. She is white. And she does have the My Little Pony logo on the bottom of her hooves. So if you like this video, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at EraPonyTube and on Facebook at EraPonyProductions. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Goodbye.